Gavin is a sweet kid. And I say he's a kid, but I know he's a young man. In school, he would always be the first person to introduce himself to a new student, to bring people into their friend groups, take care of his sister. Just a really enjoyable person, genuine, nice, and of course, a natural athlete.
He always played sports from when he was 2 or 3 years old, and we took him out onto the gym floor to play indoor soccer, and they blew the whistle, and then after that he was out on the floor, and sports was such a huge part of his life.
Played soccer for 13 years, baseball for 7, football for like 3. So sports is all I ever knew. And then in 2022, I broke my leg in a soccer game. And then for a year, we did limb salvage to try to save it. And then nothing really worked out. So eventually it came to the point where my parents decided we wanted to amputate. When this all initially happened, I was very confused and kind of drawn to the fact on like how this even happened.
Gavin, what'd you do today?
It got to the point where at one point I was asking why me, like why did this happen to me? And then eventually as it kept going, I was like, why not me?
It was 50.
Gavin's my older brother, so he kind of is the one who guided me through it all. He's the reason I started playing soccer. He also did flag football at some point, and I got into flag football. Like, we really just tried things together, and he's always been kind of like the person I look up to. You know, we hold each other's secrets. Like, we're there when the other one needs it. We help each other through each other's issues, like things that you don't really talk to other people about. Like, he's someone I can go to knowing that he'll give me what I need to help move forward. It was always funny. We're always competing with each other in school. So I think that just makes it fun. Like, it's a sibling relationship that I wouldn't want with anyone else.
So like my friends will point it out too, like in a subtle way, like, oh yeah, he doesn't have a leg, and they're like, why are you lying? And then I'll just be like, pull it up, and they're like, yo, no way, what happened? And then that's when I get to like, that's when I get to make up a story though too of like what happened. That's my favorite part of it all, is just giving you a story.
Shark Attack or
Shark.
Popular.
Girls are suckers for that
Yeah,
one.
they love that one.
They believe it. They believe it.
We came to Limb Lab, and that's where everything kind of changed, and I kind of got like the feeling where I was whole again, being able to walk, being able to have all these experiences where I get the normalcy of just living life and having it back to what I was used to.
Squared up. Height feels okay.
Yeah.
So when Gavin first came to us, his mobility had definitely decreased after his amputation. He didn't have the range of motion, he didn't have the strength, he didn't have the ability to run anymore.
How's your rollover feel?
Good, smooth.
Smooth?
After a while, we kind of broke his shell a little bit. We really started figuring out what he wanted to do, what activities he was interested in, how he was going to get back to hanging out with his friends, how he was going to be able to go on trips with his family, all the things that he was doing previously that he didn't want to have to stop. And it was crazy once we had him up and walking to see that light really come back in him. He got really excited then for the future and what was about to come. After we were able to give him some of these activity-specific prostheses, he started running again. A jog turned into a run turned into a sprint, and before you know it, he's got these goals on being a Paralympic athlete, competing in track events again.
Kind of before that tournament also, he would always wear long pants. After that, it was shorts everywhere. Wherever he went, he was wearing shorts. It was just like, yeah, I've got this. I've accepted it. This is me. This is a path forward. It even brought that swag back even more.
It really just like brought his spark back, I think, and just finding joy really and not letting this hold him back from anything he wants to try.
My hope for Gavin is that he can truly see that he can still be anything he wants to be. He may not get there in the way that he initially thought. He may have to go around a couple different ways or take longer, but he can do anything that he wants.
If you have something in mind that you want to do, no matter what it is, you're able to do it. And there's nothing that you can't do.